Hello, friends. Let me just pause that off. There you go. Good evening. Professor Shadow here. Welcome. Excuse me. I have a little bit of a echo somewhere. There we go. Have me open up on so many channels. We're good. We're all good. And once again, good evening. Professor Shadow here. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining me this evening. Don't forget, if you're watching live and you want to comment, give me a shout out. I will shout your name back. Do not worry. So here we are, Sunday night in the shadows. What does that mean? It's literally a time I go live, although I didn't go live last week because I was away visiting. But generally, 95% of the time, I'm going to come on here on a Sunday evening. I'm going to go live across multiple platforms, speaking just to you. So today, what I'd like to do is go over something I'm working on right now. And of course, Shelley's here. Good evening, Shelley. Welcome aboard. Welcome into the shadows. So what we're going to talk about today is, because I've been reworking quite a few of my tales, and I came across a tale that I really believe needed to be redone. The story doesn't need to be touched. The audio doesn't need to be, and probably might just put a little bit of reverb and a little bit of improvement. But the actual story was so good. I sat and listened to it, and I thought, this needs to be redone. There was only one thing letting it down from a year and a half ago when I did it, and that was the visuals. And as we all know today, we have these beautiful new programs come out that help us create, rather than, some people are like, oh, you're using AI. Of course, what do you want us to draw with pencil? So we're using what technology gives us, and technology has given us this great tool that we can use to really showcase the stories. Instead of just having it as an audible, we can now give a visual representation as well. And like I say, some people don't like AI yet. You will. We'll get you on board. But it's simply a tool to create, to help deliver a much better product. So what I've been working on today, one of many things, is the Master reworked, the Duncan McDruston story of the Master. I call it the first vampire. A lot of people say it's not the first vampire. It's the first vampire in the Shadowverse, which is my universe that I created. The worlds we created here at Professor Shadowverse. So it doesn't matter that maybe it's not. There was somewhere along the line, there was a vampire that existed before. We called him the first vampire here in the Shadowverse because it's in the stories. All the stories in Professor Shadow are connected in some way. So some of you may have seen this already, but if you haven't, then I'd love to. Oh, let me just make sure I'm working. There we go. Yeah. Okay, good. I'd love to show this to you. If you haven't seen it already, it's the trailer I've been working on, the redone. So many of you will know the story I did about a year and a half ago. I called it The Master, the first vampire. And it was the first time we introduced a character called Duncan McDruston. And I based the character around a lot of movies. I mean, obviously we got Highlander, and then we got Braveheart, and we got all these great stories with these great characters. Hello. Oh, Jeanette, sorry, Jeanette, I didn't see you come on. Good evening. My manners. And my friend, how do you do? It's lovely to see you. I based him around that, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to create a character that was just pure berserker rage, something that he didn't need the supernatural to make him scary. And so I came up with this character, Duncan McDruston, which many of you may know already. So I've been reworking the visuals. Some platforms have seen this already, some haven't. So I'm going to share it with you right now. My Titan, good evening. Hello, friend. I'm going to share it with you right now, what I've done today. I've done a small part and I had a bit of a break. I've been doing some brainstorming stuff today. But I have a couple of visuals to show you. So if you don't mind, prepare for visual. Let me just replay this on the other one so I know it's working. Prepare for visual number one. Now, I'm hoping this is going to work. I think this could be the wrong one. Remove. It might be this one. Remove, and I need this one on. And there you go. They're the visuals I created for the intro of the first Vampire the Master. It's a rework. Many of us have seen it before. We've heard the story, but one thing always bugged me was the AI, the imagery. And today, as it's increased so much, I'm redoing it. And that, sorry, sounds good. That was the intro. And that was pretty, I think the way that the visuals have changed since we did that a year and a half ago is amazing. So it's going to be so good, so amazing. So as we know, the character, the Master, Duncan McDrustan, spread across the Shadowverse. It wasn't just in the two-part series, and yes, it is a two-part series of the Master. He was also over in the... let's remove that one. In the... here we go. In Elder and Serana series as well. He was the character that they brought in to try and defeat Elder and Serana for stepping out of play with, as you know, then Dr. Thorne. So these characters all combined. So he isn't just there. This was the first time we saw him. And then we did the backstory, the Master. So this image is from Elder and Serana. So then the next time you saw him was in the Eldridge saga, where Eldridge perished and then went to the feeding grounds. And who was there waiting for him? Of course, it was Duncan McDrustan, who was the champion of the vampire god Nocturna. If you don't know what I'm talking about, stay with me, because this lore goes deep. If you love deep lore, you can't get any deeper than this, I'm telling you. But then we saw him again. At the end of the Eldridge saga, brought back by Nocturna to make Eldridge suffer. So he was also in the tale I did about the birth of Nocturna. So he's spanned across so many stories, so many hours of storytelling, so many visuals, that I feel giving him a redo for his main series really is important. And hello, greetings from America. Hello, my friend. Great to see you. I saw John come on somewhere. John, where are you? I saw you come on. Here you are. Good evening, John. Great to see you. Great to see you. And can I turn off? Yes, there we go. So yes, I thought I'd sort of come on here live today because I've been working. I'm so excited about this as well because this story is one of my favorites. Really diving deep into this master type character, a vampire, but not just a vampire, someone that was actually almost worse than a vampire in real life, and then given that power. My goodness, what a devastating combination it turned out to be. And yes, we created this amazing character, Duncan McDrustan, and we're still not done with him. He can still come back at some point, but I won't tell you what happens to him. If you want to find out what happens to him, of course, you're going to have to watch The Master. You're going to have to watch Elder and Serana saga. And then you're going to have to watch The Birth of Nocturna. And of course, you're going to have to watch the Eldridge saga. And I'm not saying they're short. Eldridge saga is 9 parts. Elder and Serana, 2.5 hours. The Master, 1 hour and nearly 2 hours. But they're well worth it. And as you can see today, I've actually got my desk up. So I have a standing desk. And I never used to pull it up that much because I had so much clutter. And I've had to declutter. And I'm here, standing, which I like to do. I prefer to stand up and sit down all the time. So friends, don't forget, you can always say hi. I've got the chats coming up right in front of me. So I see the chats right now. Obviously, when I have imagery up, I don't see much. But right now, I see the chats come up. If you want to say hi, I'm here, just say it. I'll give you a shout out, no problem. It's great to have everybody here with me today. Of course, last week I couldn't make it. I had to go and visit some family. Hadn't seen for a while. And I got to a point, I thought, I'm not making it back in time. I know you all missed me. But I'm here today with that great news that the Master, Duncan McDrustan, is being redone. And you saw the visuals. You saw the visuals. I'm so excited about this. I'm still in the early stages. So it's a really important point. So it's going to be coming. It's going to be coming in a couple of weeks, I'd say, a couple of weeks. Give me some time to work with it, especially if you're over on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, I've had to span things out a little bit longer because my YouTube was getting just too cluttered and nothing was getting seen. So I had to span it out a little bit more. So yes, Henrik is here. Hello, my friend. Great to see you on. Great to see you on. So don't forget, I'm here. I'm right here until past today. Till past. And I'm going to head over, if you want to follow me, if you want to head over and follow me into the vault, it's free. It's the school link. If you don't have the school link on Facebook, it's right under my bio. On YouTube, it's in my description. If you don't know it, message me and I will send it to you. I'm sure you can find it. I'm sure you can find it. So remember, YouTube, go to my main page. Just click Professor Shadow. Go to the main page. And underneath my image, it says about me, and then there is a school link. If you're over on Facebook, just look to the left. Scroll down. It will say SKOOL. And there you can click the link and go straight in there. And I'll be in there in 15 minutes. So if you want to apply now, I'll let you straight in. Yes, I'm always impressed when I see, yes, I've brought the DVD collection back down. I brought it back down because it was, I put it upstairs because I wanted to keep it pristine so no one goes near it and touches it. But no one comes in this room really apart from me. And what I found was I'm relaxing, had a hard day, I'm relaxing, and I have to think, which movie shall I watch today? rather than having them in front of me where I can just go, I want to see that. I want to watch that one. So that is my thought process. So yes, the collection is back. It is back. It spans from where you can see. Then there's a great big TV in the middle, and there's another big bunch on the end there. It's my, what's the other? They're DVDs. Some of them are Blu-ray. Mainly DVDs. The Blu-rays are on the other side. Is that my entire collection? Well, I have a big, all the way down to the floor, and then another one over there. Yes. Pretty good. So it's about 400, 500. Image doesn't do it justice. But yes, it's great. It's much better having them here because I was here the other day sitting, relaxing, and just saw there was a box set, the Hammer collection had Paranoiac with Oliver Reed in it. And I really wanted to watch that for a long time. I totally forgot about it. And so I put that on. I only watched half, and I got half to watch today. So yes. Let's get back. I expected more. More than 500? I wouldn't know where to put them. Let's get back where we were. We was talking about Duncan McDruston today. Because some people don't know who he is. Some people don't know who he is. And I was saying, I showed the imagery. I'm working on it now. It's not going to be out straight away, but it's coming. And part 2 of today, Sunday Night in the Shadows, is that this coming Friday, there's going to be a new drop on YouTube. And it's Slithra redone. And it's amazing. If anyone remembers Slithra, The Birth of the Vampire, is redone. And it's coming to YouTube. It's in the members areas right now. It's in the members areas right now. And it's in my, if you go over to, if you're a Facebook user, on Facebook, it's in my Shadow Cinema, similar thing, but on Facebook. So you can jump in there and watch it. It's live right now. So if you're watching and you're thinking, I wouldn't mind watching that Slithra. Top of the page on Facebook is a button you can click and it will take you straight there. You watch it. There's like, I think right now it's like 10 major sagas in the Shadow Cinema on Facebook. And obviously over on YouTube, you guys that are with me on YouTube, in the members area, you know there's a bunch of stuff in there for you already. So good stuff. That's okay. I know he's only playing with me. He's only playing. The cold temperatures are here. Not doing good for me. Lots of pain until next Sunday. All right, Shelley, take care. And hopefully you feel a lot better. Hopefully you feel a lot better. And we'll see you next week here in the shadows. So yeah, lots going on. That's one of our regular friends, Shelley. She comes on a lot. Even if she's not feeling very good, she still comes on to say hi. And that's amazing. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. But right now, all the best to you. All the best. Hope you feel so much better, Shelley. What was I saying? I don't know. So lots going on. So we're creating. So what I'm trying to do, because of the evolution of how we can showcase, how I can showcase the amazing tales I've created. I look back and I see a lot of older stories that really need to be showcased. And I think maybe the imagery let it down. Maybe a year ago, year and a half, maybe even 2 years ago, the AI, the way you create images, the way you create videos has evolved so much. And today we can really change a story with the way it looks. And yes, it's used by AI and it creates, and this makes me laugh when people are scared of the AI. oh, it's just AI. Well, what do you want us to use? I don't know. What do you want? Fuzzy felts or maybe pencil drawings? I don't know. Because small creators such as I don't have big film staff that we can actually get real actors for. I could maybe get some Lego characters and animate them for you. Chalk on a board, yes. What do they want us to do? Cave art, exactly. There's a new tool in town. Don't be afraid of it. It's helping so many people. Good ear. Good evening, Professor Shadow. I hope you're well. Sorry for missing last time. Oh, Tubby has turned to Kamiko. She's changed her name from Tubby. Is it Kamiko? Is that right? Kamiku? Kamiku. There you go. Yes, it is. She changed her name from Tubby to Kamiku. I think it's Kamiku. If that's how you say it, I'm not sure. Sounds sort of correct. Sort of correct. So don't forget, we've got about 8 minutes on here. I'm going to jump over and go over to my school. School is like, it's just a platform. I haven't been much on it this week, I must admit. Been fairly busy this week with certain things. But it's a place I normally go in, add some stuff, put some posts in. It's a nice way to communicate with people. If you're not on school yet, you can jump over and see me over there. It's okay. It's free. You don't need to pay. You just have to sign up, which I know is a pain if you're already watching something somewhere. You're on your phone. You're watching something on TV. You don't want to jump off that and go somewhere else. But, if you want to, I am there. Maybe a couple of other people will be there and we'll have a chat for about 10, 15 minutes. Kamiku has been found out, discovered. Undone is the word. Yeah, so as usual, I fly off track very easily. The thing is, someone like me who create a lot, and I do create a lot, my brain is always going at 100 miles an hour. So I'm constantly moving from one thing to another. A lot of people say, how have you created almost 500 stories? 500. How is it you've got 30 audiobooks published and Amazon's books published and a showcase of sagas? It's because my brain doesn't switch off. It needs to keep going all the time, which is really healthy for me. It helps. Yes, it is an anime character. Definitely an anime character. At the moment, we are anime mad. So she actually asked for, so there's cosplay. You can get cosplay outfits. She asked for a couple of cosplay outfits. And she said she needs to get a Professor Shadow cosplay. I said, absolutely. Just borrow one of my jackets. And so as we were talking before, I need to wrap this up real quick. I need to get this out. I don't want to run out of time. So Duncan McDruston. Shaved head. There you go. I think that is the key. That's the key. Duncan McDruston. We started him when we introduced him as the master in, excuse me, Elder and Serrano. Then we did a backstory on him, which was probably one of my most successful stories, probably the second most successful one after Crimson Dawn. Then we saw him in the Eldritch Saga And we saw him in the Nocturna backstory. And there are many characters like this in these worlds. So when you enter a Professor Shadow story, you're not just entering a single story, you're entering worlds where I tried from the beginning to connect everything. So for example, we see Duncan McDruston is connected to Eldridge, who's connected to Winter, who's connected to the Alpha, who's connected to Elder in some way, and to Lucas and Alara, and so many other characters. And so everything's connected in this one big Shadowverse. And that is what that's what I enjoy, the idea that everything's connected. I think that's really, so you can pick one character and you can maybe watch it as a single story, but you can also notice there's somewhere in everything, there's a connection. And you say, the connection to the big world, to the multiverse, the Shadowverse. Is it brilliant? Is it brilliant? So, and it's also nice because you can, for example, go and watch a Professor Shadow story and look out for the connection. What is the connection? So if you're a bit of a sleuth, you can think, okay, where is this connected to the other stories in the Shadowverse? And I think that's intriguing. I think it's intriguing. And that's why we're redoing Duncan McDruston, because once again, it's connected to so many ways. And the story is the second biggest story on I've ever done. So, but the thing that let it down, I think, was the AI, was the imagery. And so today, with the new imagery we've got, move quite a few things. That's the wrong one. I'll have me uploaded while you're watching. With the new imagery, well, if you haven't seen it already, I mean, look at the difference in how far we've come from the days of the original Master Duncan McDruston to this. It's so exciting. I'm so excited to get this done. It's a long path. It's a lengthy process. I'm not even near the midway yet. Look at this. This is so beautiful. Beautiful. That was Dr. Thorne, by the way, if anyone's wondering what that character was, how I'm portraying him. You can see, look, the Master diving in, being changed. Oh my goodness. I think this really portrays how I envisioned it in the first place. Instead of just having to rely on getting thousands and thousands of images and trying to find the best one after hours of trying to find the right image. And that's another thing, people don't see that. And that is that when you create something like that, that's what a minute and 15 seconds. That took me about half a day after the concept, half a day of editing, just on that short 1 minute. So you can imagine what a 2-hour, 3-hour saga is involved. You could just put the story to a single image or cave painting or a chalkboard or Lego figures, or you could put it to a drawing on a piece of paper, or you could do that. And I think that really helps us tell the story and bring the imagery to life. So I look forward to completing The Master, Duncan McDruston by Professor Shadow, an epic saga, epic, spanning from the 13th century to modern day, about a vampire who was already the most feared person on the planet, but given vampiric powers by the god of vampires himself. Now imagine the power and the fear that this man portrays across the world. Excellent. My friends, thank you so much. I'm going to head over to my school account. If you'd like to join me, follow the link. Actually, before I go, if you'd like to join me, follow the link, and I will see you. I'll let this run for a minute. And there you go, professorshadow.com/vault, and it'll take you to my school account. I can pause that. Can't pause that. Anyway, professorshadow.com/vault, and I'll let you in because I'm going to be there. I'm not there all the time, but I'll be there in about 2 minutes, and I will let you in. I promise. I'll let you in. Maybe not you, but definitely you. Okay, friends, thank you once again, and I'm going to see you over in the school account. I'm only going to be there for 10-15 minutes. If you want to come for a chat, if you want to chat with the professor, then I will see you there. Thank you for joining me, friends. Appreciate it. And I'll see you real soon.